want is a good time to relax my mind. 4 in the morning, I'm on for you. All I need is a sweet dream to return to me. 4 in the morning, I'm on for you. I wouldn't it be cool to just be cool, laying it down like you always do, fucking me over like they want you to. I wouldn't it be great to back on late and get it on, delivered on a silver plate. You don't know the way time I do. You don't do I love ya? Holy for I do. Do I need it? Just my luck I do. Do I want you? Do I want you?
So there were only 3 or 4 of us that went this way, which seems like a brave call. Brave or stupid, I'm not sure which. Anyway, so we got around there, and the breeze was starting to come on a bit now. We saw that the Edge had their problem and dropped off the AOS, so we had a few concerns over them on Sunday night. Thankfully later on we heard they were okay, just lost their track off the back of the mast. So through the night, we were making probably 12 to 10 knots across here, and again, as forecast, the breeze hardened a little, so we were still just tight reaching, where the boats that were further out to the north and east had to harden up more, so they ended up coming in slower to the rock, and we were coming in sort of as planned. We were making probably 12 to 10 knots across here, and again, as forecast, the breeze with a little bit more speed, and by the time we got to the TSS edge here, we had Apollo in our sights, and he was only just over a mile ahead of us.
We're about 20 miles from the rock. Apollo is too far away for filming, but we do have sight of her, so we're going to converge pretty much at the same time, we think, which is quite exciting.
We are on Monday morning, about 40 miles from the Fastnet separation zone. Nice day, but extremely bumpy ride. Flying around, so you have to remember that a few months is maybe we are only home. Crew hard at work. Probably the most comfortable place to sleep. Boats coming back and boats heading up towards Fastnet. View from inside the boat. You can feel the washing machine effect. Come. I've got Dazcat media. It is chasing down 10 knots, running up to the TSS by the Fastnet Rock. The TS5.
So as we approach the rock, we are having chutney, brie and bacon and chorizo sandwiches to give us a bit of oomph to get round, because we're full on match racing against Apollo here. I think we're going to round at more or less the same time. Yep, bit of fuel. We're taking a class 40 as we approach the rock. Simon enjoying his bacon sandwich. Not quite as spectacular as last time. And Apollo. Morpheus and Buzz just behind us. There's the rock.
Monday morning at about 8 o'clock in the morning, we came around the rock. There was a class 40 just behind us that picked up I imagine a fishing pot, because he suddenly stopped and dropped his sails. Came around the rock, we had the TSS and we had Apollo just ahead of us. Slinky Malinky had dropped back away and we couldn't really see much of him, and then we had to round this southern point of the TSS where we could then bear away and make the sort of 140 mile trip back to the Scillies.
There's a storm coming, I feel it in my bones. There's a storm coming, all the hills I see unfold.
So as Hissy Fit approaches the rock, we have Apollo just ahead of us in our sights. We're going to round almost together. That's pretty good.
There will be no ark, no heroes left to call, and the tide turns and washes away all. Oh, baby, no, baby, you know where the fast lanes go. When the fight in your backyard, who you gonna blame? There's nowhere left to
We're going off a bit now. We just caught fish. In the net.
At this stage, Apollo decided to launch his Code Zero, I think, and it was a bit too windy and too powerful, so he ended up shooting too low on the run line, and we carried on the run line but at a slower speed.
Wind direction 255 and wind speed 17.9. Just picked us up from about 11 knots up to 12.3, so that's not bad. A sail change, we've dropped the jib now, so let's have a look. We're doing 16.1. What our competition is doing, 10.9. That was a big shout then. So we're thinking probably about 24 hours back to Plymouth. 17.3 knots, 17.6, 7, 8.
We are very blustery, middle of the day on Monday, and in our sights we have the Fastnet Rock, and we're coming into it underneath a pretty nasty little squall. At present we have one reef in the main, still got full jib, and it's just not that nice out here. There's Island over there, the Emerald Isle as they call it. Like being on holiday. Where would you like to be? Spain, by the pool, cold beer in hand, or at the
Whoa! So there on the horizon we have Buzz and Morpheus. They're still going. So Buzz is a 30-foot sea cart, weighs 550 kilos. So we think we're a bit on the damp side. He's going to be absolutely soaking. So fair play to them. Fastnet rock bearing due south. Time of passing the rock 10:01 and 6 seconds. How do you feel to be north of the Fastnet rock? So how many times have you seen that rock, Matt? Too many. How many years in the planning?
Oh, about 48.
Ever see me fight? I need to terminate the deals and the contracts. Chuck a load of clothes in the old rucksacks. Keep the job the boot, get the woman the axe. Rob the bank, take the money and fly. For a night, Bangkok, yeah. So high, so deep, so liberating. I love neon lights. Show me home tonight. For a night, Bangkok, yeah. So high, so sweet, isolated. I love the lion eyes. I love the dawn so bright. Say sabah, sabah, but easy on my mind. Keep it easy on my mind. It's when you get home, you know everything's alright. Take a little bump to the island. Listen to the stars in the sun. 'Cause everybody knows you. Everybody knows how to terminate the deals and the contracts. Chuck a load of clothes in the old sacks. Give the job a boot, give the woman the eyes. Drop the bag, take the money and fly. For a night in Bangkok, yeah. So high, so deep, so liberating. I love the neon lights. Show me home tonight. For a night in Bangkok, yeah. So high, so sweet, so stimulating. I love the lion eyes. I love the dawn so bright. From a nightmare to the sweet dream she gives me. Well, honey, I swear, I like she I kill somebody for you.
Down a bit with Dean and Paula. 12.79, so we're still making on them, but they've come right up. We think they want to have a drag race with us. Get on, Apollo. There's my cabin over there.
You won't see me now for a couple of days. I'm gonna head on out to my hiding place, up the top of the world, all the stars above. We're heading out to the deep hood. You know I see so much that my eyes gone by. Aching heart seems deeper than my eye. Broken head, there's a ship full of everybody else's shit, and I can't get free. You know I can't get free. Yeah. Mama's gonna break my heart. Mom's gonna break my mind. Who's gonna break my heart this time?
The Scilly Isles. Past the rock at what, 8:30? Thereabouts? 8:16. And we have just 43 miles to go. 19.3 knots. That is very cool. Where's our friend? There they are. What are they doing? They're 12 knots, 11.99. And we are currently 17.9. Whee!
Ripping it up.
We certainly are. It's actually almost still too exciting to go to sleep.
The breeze perhaps settled, we've got a bit more used to it. We launched our small screecher and started hurtling off. We were a bit low on course, maybe 10 degrees down, but we kind of felt it's worthwhile zooming.
Alright, let's go home, Brendan.
Pick the coin and toss it. We'll do head on out, stay home, take tea. The skeletons in my closet. I hit the ground, you better hold it. Back in the club, I've been steady. Right at home with my microphone, two subs, two tops, two ears to hear. Two ears to hear. The woman gonna break my heart. The man's gonna break my mind.
Down to the last part of the southwestern TSS. Around this point, come across to Bishop's Rock. Make sure we don't go into this TSS, round to the Lizard, and then into Plymouth. So the time-wise for us should be ETA at the Bishop's Rock at 23, half 11, and then in at the finish sometime around 8 in the morning. Jumping around because I'm not sure what's going to happen in there. I reckon we got one, 5 shifts, right? 15 hours, about 6 o'clock in the morning. Alrighty, there we go, 12 hours, okay, good. So a couple more drives for me then, very excited about that.
sea state has calmed down a bit, so you can really get her on the bubble, really get her moving. Constantly doing 15s, had a nice one or two sections over 20 knots back there, really stable, really happy. So beautiful drive, best driving we've had actually down the track here, because the sea state's just got a lot better. The Irish Sea has given us everything in 2 days, but this is the best. This is the best we've had. Look at it, come on, that's flat calm.
Starting to get waves quartering now, rather than slapping us in the side. So Mike, potentially 2 more drives, maybe 3 if you're lucky, if you get the finish line drive.
Oh, what a rescue! Oh. Wouldn't be good for a sunburn.
There in the background is Tancreda. It's a little Catamarans, exactly in the same handicap. It's following us all the way. It's closing in very slowly. Despite the 15 knots. Not much we can do. Pulls you out. Time we stop to put the reef in, you capture it. No way that will go in, reef in and
60 miles. 3.5 hours.
Might just be able to see the islands over there. Alright, Adam. So the last Fastnet dinner on board Is he fit?
We got a last breakfast yet?
Well, last supper on Hissy Fit, we hope. Thai green curry, noodles, poppadoms and crispy seaweed.
Wow. We came and then we put a jibe in. We were heading straight for the Eddystone, and with, you know, we could sort of start seeing the finish now. This is probably 10 o'clock at night. It was dark and we were hurtling down, and we had wind speed in the high 20s with a big spinnaker up, reef in the main, and that was a good setup. We were hitting 20 knots occasionally, surfing down the waves, but the Eddystone, Adam was on the helm at this point, and we passed to the west of the Eddystone, and we needed to heat up a little bit, so we came up to Rame Head and then finally popped a jibe in, moved across to the Sound, and then made the final call for the jibe and through to the finish line, where Doug Reed, we've since learnt, was up in the lighthouse taking care of us there, and he did his school experience work placement with us many years ago, and it's good to see he's still keen, and he'd like to take part himself one day.
We are coming in for the finish in Plymouth.
Light there, 2 seconds. 59. Oh.
Hey!
22. Well done, everybody.
Well done, Simon, thank you.
Yes. Well done. Yeah.
Yeah, well done, Ben. Nice one. Race is finished. 02:59.26. We crossed the line, and all our crew can think about is where everybody else is and what they're doing.
We're doing research. Some of us are doing official work.
Some are doing official work, yes.
We're official working with our phone.
Are you? Yeah. Okay.
Simon needs to know who's in front of us at the finish.
Okay.
So, same questions as before. Would anyone like to become a rock member?
I'd like to.
Yes, I would. I just don't want to pay you the money.
Could be Furioso is the most likely candidate.
Furioso is definitely the vote.
Well, not definitely. I'm saying the most likely. Because you can't zoom slow enough.
No, yes.
Okay, so Furiosa, but have we got sound numbers?
Yep.
Or we can look on the soggy pieces of paper that are trying to dry the boat out.
Furiosa's sound number.
Is this the spicy one or is this another one?
That's spicy, I think.
How many days old is that?
Here we are in the race office.
How did it go?
Yeah, pretty good. It was fast on, so.
We'll be back in time for the daughter's 18th birthday.
There's that one for you. And there's that one. The Rolex tent will open down at 9 o'clock in the morning for you to do
Okay.
t-shirts and bits of things. Just gonna push.
Good morning. Hello.
Do you need any other
Maybe I need a shower. Thank you. A few more people around.
It's a bit lively at times, isn't it? 37 knots, like what we're doing.
I don't know what this thing is going to be like coming off that top, like, and you put it up and
we disappeared. Yeah.
Thought, that's a bit punchy, isn't it? Oh, dear me. And you start going up like this, and you push waves coming like this, you're thinking,
I know, it'd be impressive looking at that photo of you.
Hello, Nigel. Well done. Good race.
Yeah, no, it's good fun.
Yeah, definitely.
It's coming up the back end of it, like a head on the ground. Oh my God, it's it's great. Yeah.
So it's Tuesday morning, about 5 AM, 5:15, something like that. We are now clear of the Scilly Island, coming into Plymouth Bay. Mike's got his morning cup of coffee, bit of kite trim. We have the A3 up, which is doing a sterling job. Seen Jimmy hit a couple of 20s, just really ploughing it along. So Jim, how are you enjoying yourself? Constantly high teens, better on the bubbles, just so stable. Such a balanced setup this. Just when she gets going, really get her on the 19 and the 20, and she just sits there. It's such a balanced boat when it's like this. We had such a really disturbed sea state before coming through the Scillies, where there's all the shoals and the shelves. Now it's just really nice. Yeah, here he is, he's hooking into one. A little pile of spray. There we go, 21, 22.7. Oh, and he's not done yet. Sustained 20 knots. Pretty on the ease just on this one, Mike. Just going a little bit quick there. Okay, don't worry about it then.
And the galley on the bacon sandwiches. Well done, Brendan.
Domestic first, mate.
I'm sure they're fantastic.
Used to get high like a bird in the sky, a daydream like you do. Well, crazy lady, swallow me home like a fly trapped in you. Well, that's why I'm running high on you.
Go right to the far end.
Far end, yeah?
Good sail. Smile, smile, man.
I am smiling.
Well done, congrats. Sueños.
Used to write songs about along in the morning. Someone like you used to set sail on the good ship, home rising all the way blue. Crazy lady, swallow me whole like a fly trap in you, and that's why I'm running and hiding from you. Running and hiding.
tomorrow morning for it again. This has been another classic race.
It's pretty brutal for about 5 or 6 hours going up towards the rock. Like bareheaded, reached to the main at 8 knots, so 36 I think.
Alright, I saw a 36. I can't remember whether that was going up. Way up.
Yeah.
There are songs by open along and on someone like you. Sail on the good ship, rising over waves of blue. Crazy lady, you sank that boat with an iceberg in you. And that's why I'm really hiding from you. You keep knocking on the door, but you can't come in.